Hello, I'm Ewan. I'm a first year film student at Staffordshire University and I'm the director of Pen Licence.
My name's Hugh Roberts. I'm a level 4 student at Staffs University and I was the AD for Pen Licence.
So Pen Licence is about these two detectives and they're trying to solve this big unsolvable case, but the idea behind it was to make the case really obvious for the audience to solve, and that's just sort of where the humour comes into play. I came up with the idea for Pen Licence. I'm not 100% sure of where it came from, but I know I had it in my notes and forgot what it was about. And one day it just sort of clicked and I remember what it was about. But I know it was definitely inspired by how much I hated doing like cursive, joint up handwriting in school. So certainly inspired by that.
I'd never worked on a project as big as this before, and so I learned kind of set etiquette and sort of the unwritten rules of the set from my peers. During filming, my role was to be AD, but the schedule was quite straightforward, so I did various different things on set.
I enjoyed most about the project, the writing. It's probably my greatest strength in terms of the whole process, but I was also the director on the shoot, so obviously I was working with the cast quite closely, telling them how to act certain bits and just sort of overseeing the whole operation.
I sometimes went on lighting and helped with the sounds.
I think some of the key learning points I took home with me were definitely sort of organisation skills and just having everything ready before a deadline. I've never really struggled with meeting a deadline, but I think this project sort of showed me that I can't just leave things to the last minute. It has to be weeks in advance. One of the biggest challenges I had making this film was definitely sorting out a location, trying to find a office building that looked believable enough as a police station. It was definitely a challenge, and obviously being able to work around everyone's schedule to be able to fit in with that location.
One challenge we faced when filming was the noise, because upstairs they were renovating the building. We also had to film in a very confined space and learn how to adapt to that. We had to figure out where to put the camera and make it still unique and creative, I suppose.
From being on other people's sets, I've definitely learned like sort of what not to do and what to do. There was a lot of stuff that I probably wouldn't have known to do until I was working on other people's sets, such as like paperwork and other sort of useful things to be doing, and just sort of these reminders of what I can also be implementing on my set.
I really enjoyed going on other people's sets. I've gained more connections with actors and crew and understand more how to make a film. And I also now understand the workflow of how to communicate and organise a music composer better.
Coming into this project, I was a little nervous, obviously having to work so close with the actors. I'm not too much of a fan of like telling people, you know, what they can and can't do, and sort of especially if I'm not too close with them. But I did come to learn that I am actually like quite comfortable in that role and doing those sorts of jobs.
From this experience, I have learned that I enjoy being on set much more than doing paperwork or editing, and sort of gives me some direction for my studies in level 5.
Something I take from this project that I'd happily use in the future for other productions definitely be the people I work with. They were all absolutely incredible, the roles they were given, all the cast were amazing, and they're people I'd definitely like to work with in the future.
Overall, I found this experience very fulfilling and a lot of fun.
Overall, I'm very happy with how this project's gone. It's been really fun to be a part of, and I'm definitely looking forward to do similar things in the future with the connections I've been able to make through this process.